The same financial guide is drilled into us from an early age. Spend less, save more, and invest sooner. While the majority of these pearls of wisdom are accurate, there are many widely accepted money management advice that is untrue. More than any other topic, there are a ton of money myths. When you discover how many of these you have, you realize that some of them may have been conceived by members of your family who had false beliefs about them. Let me tell you 10 myths about money you should stop believing in this video. And if you're new to this channel, then hit the subscribe button below for more life hack content. 1. Avoid debt at all costs. Do you believe that having a bank account equates to wealth? Do banks represent yet another wealth source? Yes, there are people with bank accounts because of their income, but there are also billionaires who didn't become wealthy through employment in an office or as a software developer. In actuality, they also made use of the time, expertise, and resources of others. The truth is that money borrowed from other people was typically repaid with interest. One of your most effective tools as a business owner is debt. Debt is a hardship for many individuals, and it is true that many people carry debt for a number of years, or perhaps their entire lives. However, there are a select few people, including Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, who built enormous personal fortunes after taking out large loans to fund the development of their companies. Did any of those wealthy use debt avoidance? Without a doubt, but there are ways to use your debt to your advantage, even if your circumstances prevent you from borrowing against the value of your property or taking out loans. 2. Your best asset is your home. It must be stated that your home is not an investment if you're thinking about purchasing one. Living in a house is vital for you and your family, and once the mortgage is paid off, you will own it outright. However, up until that point, this house will be taking significant financial resources from you over the course of many years in the form of mortgage payments. This is in addition to the numerous other housing expenses that come with being a homeowner. Prior to diving headfirst into this method, it's critical to comprehend how your debt is connected. Owning a home provides you with a comfortable place to live, but it's more difficult to turn your home into an investment. In contrast to stocks and bonds, it doesn't provide any form of asset growth or creation. 3. Metals are safe havens, especially gold. It is interesting to note that the myth of the safe haven is still widely held. This notion might be the result of people's innate fear of the unknown and their lack of knowledge regarding the worth of gold. We must stop holding on to these myths, given that markets are bringing down gold prices this year. It has at best turned out to be a dangerous investment. Even if gold is the best long-term investment, we must accept that its price will eventually fluctuate. Gold can't be a viable choice for long-term investors because it is not backed by anything, and its price is heavily impacted by supply and demand. If supply increases faster than demand, the value will decline. Numerous gold companies are reporting layoffs and decreased demand in Asia and Europe as a result of the unstable economy. 4. You'll get rich in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have recently piqued the curiosity of investors, but it's important to understand that they work differently from conventional assets like stocks or bonds. Since they are digital assets, external control is not an issue. As a result, they carry greater risk and greater volatility than traditional investments, which we typically associate with stable monetary systems. The supply and demand of a particular cryptocurrency have a significant impact on price on the cryptocurrency market, whereas these two elements are, for example, constant for equities. In reality, these fictitious commodities aren't worth the paper they're printed on, but the cryptocurrency sector is replete with con artists who promise investors big profits. If you believe this myth, you have virtually no chance of avoiding the terrible losses that your forebears endured. 5. A money manager can outperform the market. Because there are simply too many factors that affect individual equities on a daily basis, beating the market is difficult for many investors. A pandemic, for instance, might devastate the stock market, and an earthquake could undermine investor confidence. Understanding how to prevent these effects is impossible without a crystal ball, which adds to how difficult it is to beat the market. There are a select few whose success has been the consequence of superior methods among the thousands of people who have decided to purchase and sell stocks based only on their efforts. If an investor could outperform the market by employing a fundamentally good investment plan, they would likely be financially secure for the rest of their lives. Unfortunately, very few people are capable of outperforming the market. 6. Rich individuals are evil. It's simple to believe that rich people are egotistical and only working to increase their money in a world where poverty is so pervasive. The wealthy individuals in your life aren't all that bad. Rather, they just behave differently from the less fortunate. They have diverse interests, values, and ways of thinking, as well as various ways of doing things. Even while it may not seem like much, making decisions always require assessing the advantages and disadvantages, rewards versus risks, and possibilities that are less risky than others. By extension, learning about finance is necessary to be financially secure in order to make wise decisions that result in a fulfilling life. If you can better understand why people who are greedy want more money by understanding the differences between what makes the wealthy who they are and how successful people think and act differently than others. Stop thinking that individuals who are wealthy are bad if you want to become wealthy. Although you may have heard that the rich are different, this is untrue. If someone isn't wealthy, they are neither good nor terrible. Instead, there's a dip in their life. Each and every one of us has the capacity to be both good and wicked, sadistic and merciful, or empathetic and compassionate. The way some people cling to this myth demonstrates how unaware they are of the fact that it was invented to keep them mired in poverty. 7. Saving little money is not worthwhile. The more you save, the better off you'll be financially. But where do you begin? In actuality, you don't need a lot of cash to begin saving. The first step is to stop thinking of saving as something you do in short increments and start thinking of saving as a process that entails patiently and gradually building up your savings over time. It's not necessary to be wealthy to save money. It's about managing the money you do have to improve your life, whether it's a few thousand or a few million. Start consciously and steadily saving. Do what you can when you can, but keep in mind that saving money requires effort, preparation, and discipline. 8. Never take a risk when it comes to money. Many people hold the opinion that all business owners must take financial risks. This is untrue though. Entrepreneurs must take risks, but not to the point of being completely blind. Taking chances does not imply being foolish or hoping for the best. For instance, you shouldn't be concerned about losing your investment due to your own negligence or poor management of the business when you decide to put money in it. Taking measured risks rather than careless ones is a sign of being fearless. All successful business owners, regardless of size, must occasionally take chances. You probably aren't ready to launch a business if you're comfortable with taking chances. Entrepreneurs don't need to ask hypothetical questions since they are prepared to follow the flow. 9. You'll become rich by living inside your means. Living within your means is a surefire way to run into financial difficulties. You may certainly save a lot of money by being thrifty and paying close attention to how much you need to make to support your lifestyle. But by refusing to spend a little extra money on things that really matter, you're not doing yourself any favors. So that you can reap the rewards of having a healthy financial position, go beyond the surface level of this saving and strive to be someone who has a sizable difference between their income and expenses. The bottom line is you can't benefit from being financially successful if you are not saving money or putting your money to work, because this can only occur when you invest and make money work for you. 10. There is no need to analyze your financial habits. Having a better financial history goes beyond simply recognizing where your money is going. It also involves earning more money. If you believe that you don't need to examine your spending patterns, you should immediately reconsider. There are certain things you can do to control your finances that will be beneficial or perhaps help you develop new habits. Recognize that structure, appropriate planning, and accountability regarding your expenses and income are necessary for handling money successfully and maintaining a solid financial record. No matter how much money you make, if you don't think through your financial decisions, you're doomed. Yes, earning money is the first step toward financial freedom, but if you don't examine your spending patterns, you'll never get there. Thanks for watching. If you want to upgrade your life from what you have to what you deserve, click the subscribe button now.